Hi, I'm Madeline Byrne, your host for the series as we delve into your considerations in moving to SAP S/4HANA Cloud. The 2027 SAP ECC deadline is approaching, and for many executives, it feels like a burden. But what if it's actually your biggest opportunity? Today, I'm joined by Hector Pardo, Fujitsu's head of SAP for the Americas, to discuss how to shift your perspective and truly transform. We'll be exploring the mindset shift to make this a strategic opportunity, the risks of moving old inefficiencies into your new platform, and what good looks like on your path to growth. Many of the organizations we talk to start with viewing their SAP S/4HANA cloud migration as a compliance exercise. My question to Hector was, what is the fundamental mindset shift executives need to make to truly leverage this as a strategic opportunity, not just a deadline? Let's hear his thoughts.
In today's market, transformation isn't optional. It's a competitive edge. SAP S/4HANA Cloud isn't just a system upgrade. It's a chance to rethink how your business operates, scales, and delivers value. The organizations that lead don't wait for deadlines. They start with purpose. They start with insight. And they use SAP S/4HANA Cloud to drive real change, not just modernization. The real shift happens when leaders stop viewing this as a technical obligation and start seeing it as a business enabler. This isn't about migrating systems. It's about modernizing how you make decisions, serve customers, and scale operations. When business and IT co-own the roadmap, transformation becomes a shared goal, not a technical milestone.
The next thing I often see is organizations who have completed their migration purely from a technical standpoint, moving what they had into the new environment. Often a year on, these organizations struggle to prove the ROI and don't see the value of their migration. Let's hear Hector's thoughts on the lift and shift pitfall.
One of the most common missteps I see is treating SAP S/4HANA Cloud like a simple system swap. You move everything over, processes, data, inefficiencies, and then expect transformation. But all you've done is re-platform the past. Our customer Retalis took a smarter route. Their assessment helped them pinpoint what to retire, what to redesign, and where to invest. They didn't just migrate, they optimized. That's how you avoid carrying over technical debt and start building a leaner, smarter business. Transformation means simplifying, embedding intelligence, and setting the foundation for scale. If you're not doing that, you're not transforming. You're just relocating complexity.
And finally, the first question I always get from organizations looking to migrate is on what good looks like in their project. Having guided countless organizations on their SAP S/4HANA cloud migration, I asked for Hector's thoughts on the key indicators that executives should expect to see early in the project if they're on the right path towards strategic growth.
How do you know you're on the right path? Look for two things. First, cross-functional engagement. If your operations, finance, and supply chain leaders are actively involved, that's a strong signal. Second, value visibility. You should start seeing faster decisions, cleaner data, and more responsive operations. Through this approach, our customer Metalis saw on-time go-lives across multiple releases, stable system performance, and a clear application managed services transition plan. That's what strategic success looks like.
Thank you, Hector, for sharing your insights with us. What we've heard today is clear. SAP S/4HANA Cloud isn't just a deadline to meet, it's a chance to reset. Avoiding the lift and shift trap, engaging the business early, and focusing on visible value are what set successful transformations apart. In our next episode, we'll tackle one of the most talked about decisions on your journey, choosing between private and public cloud. We'll break down what each option means for cost, flexibility, and long-term strategy, so you can select the right path with confidence. In the meantime, download our SAP S/4HANA Cloud Beyond the Deadline Strategic Playbook. It's built to give you the clarity, prompts, and strategies to approach migration with confidence and turn a deadline into a launch pad for growth. Thank you for joining us, and I look forward to continuing the conversation in our next episode.